Hello, my loves. Hello, hello. Welcome back to another week of the training. So, yesterday I recorded this training, and for whatever reason, it just decided to have an error during playback and wouldn't play or upload. So, I'm re recording it. And then I had a brilliant idea, right? Because I really, okay, I'll tell you, ladies, this. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the little 411 here. So I had my business blew up, right? Like crazy. I had a ton of one-on-one clients. And I was like, oh my gosh, because then I had no time. I am down to one-on-one client and then I am done. So I'm putting my entire focus, my entire energy into this community and I want to see it grow. Like I just have this huge vision for our CCQ community to be worldwide, like having women from all over the world having a place to connect, collaborate, co-create, like in a high vibe environment, where we can share and be focused and have this really valuable place. So I'm so thrilled that I now am able to put my full time and energy into it, and I obviously want to see it grow. So I thought, all right, I'm going to go do the training on my live page, and I'll leave it up for 24 hours and then pull it down and make it only available to the VIPs. But I get on the training live and realize that I can't screen share. So I was like, so instead of freaking out, I just rolled with it. So here it is. Here is the bonus content, which is the Defining Your Dream Client slides. Now, what you will need in order to complete this is simply a notebook. Okay. And the reason I just recommend getting a notebook in general is because you're going to be able to write more. And I'm going to go ahead and have my assistant here get this all typed up into a sheet for you. And we will be posting that within 24 hours so that you'll have all these questions in a CCQ prompt. Okay? Okay. All right. Good. By the way, if you haven't already and you're interested, the CCQ Ambassador Program is open for enrollment. So if you would like to apply to be an ambassador, we have we're going to have different payout tiers available. But as of right now, the payout tier is set at 33%, which means if you help our community grow and you refer people to courses, you can get a 33% cash referral payout, which is pretty cool. Okay, so let's get started. Defining Your Dream Clients workshop. Now, here's the thing, ladies. When I got started in my entrepreneurial journey 7 years ago, which is crazy, for those that might be new here, by the way, I got started in my first company. Well, I've been blogging for about 15 years. Got started in my first company, was featured in Success from Home magazine, built an international team, and I did that all through a small list, a very highly engaged audience, all online. 85% of my organization was built from connections that I made online. So that is what I teach in business. I just teach people how to find that. Now, I will say this. When I first got started in business, I thought that anyone with a wallet was my dream client. You feel me? I was like, oh, they got money? Good. I want to work with anybody that has a credit card. No. There are 3 types of clients. There are clients. Okay, those are the clients that are you hate working with them. They drain you, they make you tired, you can't stand them, they're overwhelming, they're stressful, they're whiny, they're complaining, they're needy, When I first got started in business, I would say probably 80%, if not more, of my clients were my clients. Maybe 15 to 18% were my ideal clients, which are kind of the in-betweens, right? Like your ideal clients are clients that you like working with them, but there's it's kind of like the guy, right? In dating, it's like there's nothing really wrong with him and he's a nice guy, but he just doesn't make you go, yeah, like he doesn't make your heart flutter. So those would be considered your ideal clients. Now, most people don't make this distinction. I don't think I've heard this anywhere else, but this is just my thing. So there's your ideal, and then there's your dream clients. When I say dream clients, I'm talking like your absolute freaking soulmate clients, the ones you can't get enough of, the ones that you love working with, that it gives you energy to work with them and like to do things with them. Those are your dream clients. So, in this exercise, we're kind of going to go through like some of the ideal clients, and then at the end, okay, so it's because your dream client will have qualities of your ideal client. Okay, so obviously you're going to have some ideal clients in your business. The goal is to be able to have a business where I would say less than 2% of your clients should be your clients, the ones that will want a refund or complain or just whatever. Less than 2%, that's the goal. That's my goal anyways, as of right now. I will tell you that in the last year, because my focus shifted, because my marketing shifted, my clients and my customers shifted. Okay, it went from 60 to 80% being my to I would say about now 40%, 40 to 60% is my ideal clients, and anywhere from 30 to 40% is actually my dream clients, like my yay, amazing, I can't wait to work with them, all in clients. And now I'd say less than 2%, maybe even less than 1% is my clients. I just don't even work with them anymore. If they somehow get past my initial messaging and they get in, they're out pretty quick because I've just decided that I am no longer available for my unideal clients. Okay, so getting specific about who you desire to serve. If you went through the clarity exercise, this kind of builds off of that, and you're going to need this information in order to be building and doing your content, like your content planning, because it's not going to matter. In order to figure out what images to post and what to say, you have to know who you're talking to first, and you cannot be too specific. There's no such thing as too specific, right? Like, or you can be more broad. I don't want you to think that you have to like niche down. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like it, and this might change and evolve as your business and your messaging evolves too. And there's probably going to be different types of dream clients depending on the different pillars in your business. This is a horrible drawing, I know, but bear with me. So, and yes, this was a bad mistake. Nude nails. I thought they would be cool. They are not cool. Not cool, not cool. Okay. So here is the business that you're built on. Your business is built on these pillars. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about when I say the pillars. So if one of the pillars of your business, I'll use mine for example, is going to be my high vibe healing foods course, that's going to be a very different ideal client than my business client. Okay, so you're probably going to need to do this exercise for the different pillars of your business. But in general, you'll also very much see, some commonality and some common threads between your ideal client. Okay, so when you craft this concept, it's going to cultivate a community and build an instant attraction that will leave people literally tripping over each other and whipping out their wallets just to work with you. Yeah, like I had people tell me this as soon as I started getting super clear with my branding and my messaging. I'm getting messages saying, I don't care how much it costs. I'm just going to work with you. How do I pay you? And my brain was like, what? Okay. So when you're doing this, it really helps to journal this. And again, this will be in a journal prompt. So think about what your client wants and how she desires to feel. Okay, like what does she want out of life? What is currently missing? Remember that your product, service, offer, idea, whatever it is that you have, whether it's something that you are personally selling or whether you are an affiliate or an ambassador from someone else, that works too. Like, that's amazing. I love affiliate marketing. I love being a brand ambassador. I do it in my own business. I recommend it. It's awesome. It's like, why not get paid to sell someone else's stuff? Yes, please. So I don't want you to think that this has to just be something you're selling or that you created. What is it about this thing that you've chosen to do, your vehicle, okay, your current vehicle? This could change in the future, doesn't matter. Think about how this is going to help this person get from where they are to where they want to be. Okay, so you're thinking about, okay, maybe she's 30 pounds overweight. She wants to feel confident, expressive, vibrant, bold, fierce, powerful. Like, these are all things she wants to feel. She doesn't just want to feel lighter. There's always emotion behind it. That's the difference when you're a female entrepreneur building a soul-centered business. Okay, like you're a soulpreneur. It's not all about the competition and like the man way to do things, right? It's like infusing that like feminine essence and the feminine energy into your business and earning in a very feminine way. Like that, it's intuitive, it's energy, it's flow, it's emotion. Like, oh, it's so powerful. So the next thing that helps to go through to understand your ideal client is, what are her current struggles? So, what is the person that you want to work with? What are they currently struggling with? What areas does she wish she could improve? Does she want to travel more, but she can't because she's stuck at a job that only allows 2 weeks of travel, 2 weeks of vacation out of the year? Does she want to spend more time with her kids, but her work hours don't allow that? Like, really think about the person that you're talking to. What's she focusing on right now? Is it health, the relationship, lifestyle, time, freedom? Okay. These are more just prompts, by the way. So as you're sitting down, as you're taking time, as you're writing, you're going to see this kind of like story start to emerge, and this person like kind of popping down off of the paper, popping up off the paper, popping down off the paper. That doesn't make sense. Okay. You're going to get to know her. What is she afraid of? If you don't know someone's fears, you have no idea what's going to motivate them. There's two motivators. Okay. And the process of taking and guiding someone through the buying process, there's a whole psychology behind it. It's not just about buy my stuff, buy, here you go, and slapping some stuff up on a website or whatever. That isn't marketing. It's a whole psychological process that also involves imagery, visual, trust building, knowing how to motivate someone. But once you can do this, you don't need to learn, you don't need to go to once you learn how to do this, it's going to take such a learning curve off. So figure out what your ideal client is afraid of. What will she feel if she doesn't reach her goals? Okay, so there's two types of motivators, pain and pleasure. Like, yes, we can sit all day talking about how we want to feel, but what will motivate you more? Knowing how good you'll feel in a bikini, or knowing how crappy you're going to feel if you're sitting on the beach, not able to play with your kids because you're too embarrassed to take your swim cover off? And I'm not saying, and I don't even want to get into it. I'm not saying that it's not okay to love your body where you're at. Absolutely. You should love yourself where you're at no matter what. But that doesn't mean that you necessarily feel your best at every stage. Okay, because I won't even go there. Okay, so what will she feel like if she doesn't reach her goals? What fears does she have? And most people are like, what? I've never done this in a ideal client exercise. I'm telling you, this is what we do with my personal clients, my one-on-one clients. It is so effective. Okay. I started working with a one-on-one client. I'm going to tell you this. I started working with a one-on-one client. I worked with her for 1 week and we had $1,200 in sales in 1 week. because when I was writing the copy and I was doing the post and I was finding the images that aligned with her branding and I had figured out who her ideal client was, and I was talking and writing the posts as if I was talking to that person, they are motivated. They believe, they know you can help. They believe that what you're offering can make a difference in their life, and they trust you because they feel a connection because you know them. You know what they want, you know how to help, you know what they need, and you know what they're afraid of. So they feel safe and secure. You've been able to provide that, okay? So this kind of goes hand in hand. How can you help him or her? Maybe you're making something. Maybe, for example, you're making like a tutu or something cute so I'm just using this as an example. I know Sabrina in our CCQ group makes the most beautiful tutus. They're so adorable. Now, that would help me as a busy mom because I want my daughter to look adorable on her birthday or for holidays. But not only do I not have the time to make my own tutu, I am not crafty. I suck at crafts and crafts make me mad. So it would be a great help to me for someone else to make the tutu for me. So you can see how I'm walking through this. So I don't care what your product is, whether it's a tutu or a candle or whatever. Once you know what your client wants, needs, likes, values, you can figure out how to help them. Okay, now all of these things have kind of been like the foundational for your ideal client. Okay, so we've baked the cake for your ideal client. Now we're gonna frost it. Okay, we're gonna frost it because the frosting is where the dream client is, right? Like your ideal client is the cake, your dream client is the frosting. Let me tell you, these are the types of clients that are just, oh, they're all in. They're yes. They're the take my money clients, right? Do you have these? If you don't have these in business, that is what we're going to work on getting you to. People who are just like throwing their stuff at you. They're like, I need you. I want you. I need your stuff. I need your thing. I need all of it. I'll take it all. That's what we want. We want highly engaged, raving fans that with a business that's generating recurring revenue, right? We don't just want a bunch of followers. We want like raving paying fans generating consistent, continual cash payments. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, what types of people do you enjoy working with the most? This is going to help you describe your dream client. You cannot be too specific, as I have found. If you have never heard my story, the reason that I get really specific with my clients and in life and I ask for big specific things is because I know it's possible. Okay, let me tell you. One day I had gotten divorced. Okay, for those of you who didn't know, I was in a very toxic, just an abusive marriage. Not good. Not good. I was in that relationship for nearly 5 years, and I got a divorce. I started healing. I started working on myself. And basically one day I was sitting down and I was like, oh, I just want somebody, I don't know. And why can't I find somebody? And I think God was kind of asking me like, well, who do you want? And pretty much just telling me like, I can't give you what you want if you don't even know what you want. Figure it out and be specific. And so I was, being the sassy person that I was like, oh, you're going to bring somebody to me? Really? I am so surprised that I am standing here today. I am shocked that I did not get smited in my sassy little bed. Okay. Let me tell you that. I'm surprised God didn't take his lightning bolt finger and go bzzz, because I probably would have deserved it. So here's what I did. I said, okay, let's see about this. And I proceeded to take a pen. And over the course of like the next 24 hours, I wrote down 2 pages. So front and back and front and back. Okay. So 2 pages that were front and back. Qualities that I wanted in a future husband. And I was pretty much like, yeah, let's see you try. Guess what? I am married to that man right now, and he is every single thing on that list. So when I tell people to be specific, it isn't because I'm just saying, oh, just be specific. It's because I'm saying be specific and then believe that this type of person is out there and don't settle. I am like the queen of telling people not to settle because I know what's out there if you believe it's out there and you don't settle for anything less than than what you want, okay? So, and then a few months ago, I was like, why don't I just apply this to my business? Why am I working with people who frustrate me, who piss me off, who annoy me, who I like dread when I see their name in my inbox? Why am I working with them? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit down and write the types of people I want to work with. I wrote them down. I even so far as went to write down specific names of people that I wanted to work with. And guess what? I'm working with them. Like there was one girl, okay, that reached out to me. I had not reached out to her ever. I've just only met her through Facebook and I thought I would really like to, work on her stuff one day. And she reached out to me and we're working together. So it was like, what? This really works. Okay, so I'm going to show you and just when you're building your brand and your business, it's not about you. I know, crazy, right? Like, yes, there's a certain amount of things that you're going to infuse into your business. And you like certain things, you have a style that's called your branding, but you have to think about your client, that person you're going to help. It's not about you. When we build a business focused on ourselves, that's like narcissism to the max. Yes, you will benefit from a business. Yes, you will earn an income when you're making an impact, when you're serving, when you're helping. Okay, that is how you grow. I had this completely backwards, and for so long, I was building a business that was focused around me. Like, this is what I do, me, me, me. This is what I like, la, la, la. Instead of focusing on the person I want to help and serve and saying, look, I know where you're at. I know how it feels. I know it sucks, and I know how to help. I've been there. You can do this. Here's what worked for me. And then showing them the way. Okay, so it isn't about you. Take yourself out of the equation and focus on the other person. Now, when you're posting, and we're going to talk about this more in depth later on. In fact, next week, when we talk about the hashtag research and the content calendar, like how do you actually plan your content, we're going to go into that. When you're posting, you're talking to her. Okay, and you may need to do this for each pillar of your business. You might have a general, okay, you'll have your like general picture of your ideal or your dream client. Sometimes it can be helpful to write the traits down, to do like a virtual vision board. I am a very visual person. I'm a vision board person. So I actually created a little Canva thing here of my dream clients. And I also have a board on Pinterest. So there's that. So when I'm talking and I'm posting, I'm thinking of this person. And it's really easy for me then to just be able to like shift if I'm focusing on, for example, the high vibe healing foods course. I'll talk then about the aspects that she's dealing with about health, weight loss, fitness, etc. Okay, so I won't always talk about the business side of things. My ideal client has many sides. She wants to, live her best life, to step into her full potential. She cares about her health and her business and relationships. So just when you're posting, kind of just keep that in mind. Also, the more specific you are, the more like narrow your niche, whatever, the more deep that connection will be. And you don't have to go specific. You don't always have to like niche down. Sometimes just being broad is helpful. So like having a few broad terms, a few intermediate terms, and then a few like really specific niche terms, like owning your niche, right? So when your messaging and branding is all in alignment, you are instantly going to attract and connect with these dream clients. Okay. And so, for example, like when I'm talking about a specific niche, I might be talking about my health journey having gestational diabetes, getting diagnosed with a type 2 heart block, being diagnosed with Addison's disease, autoimmune, like all these things, right? Those are my specific niche, whatever. I hate that word. So when I'm talking to people, those types of people are going to connect with me because those are very like specific avenues. So you can't get too specific. I know maybe you're worried that you might be singling people out, like, oh, am I too specific? I had people tell me not to name my business Co-Creating Queens because what if a guy wants to work with me? I was like, and I'm going to say no. Unless he wants to hire me one-on-one. People were like, your branding is too girly. It's too specific. It's too niche. I was like, whatever. That's what I'm feeling. So I kind of just went with that. So there's that. Okay. And I wanted to show you here. So again, everything above is kind of pulling in like different aspects of my ideal client. Bloggers, creative entrepreneurs, have a desire to learn more. They're spiritual entrepreneurs, but not necessarily woo-woo spiritual. Okay, they're big difference. Big difference. So spirit-filled, they often have faith. They have like a spiritual background, but not necessarily religious or Christian. Okay, they're not definitely mainstream Christian, but they might have some ties to a spiritual background or possibly not at all. More holistic style. They love to travel. Like all of these things are my ideal client. Now, when I'm talking about my dream clients, like this is kind of the vibe that I have for my dream ideal client. Fun, motivated, creative, ambitious, classy, but casual, intuitive, and a little introverted. You know, like she likes talking to people and connecting, but after an hour at a party, she's like, I just want to go home. Those are my people. She knows she was made for more, desires to make an impact and earn an income, and just have a luxury lifestyle experience. Not necessarily extravagant. Okay, hear me out here. Not necessarily extravagant. She wants to live intentionally, but she also values like the finer things in life. She likes style. She likes nice things. Just like me. I would like to have a nice home. I will have a nice home. I desire to have a pool, and someday my favorite vehicle that I absolutely want to drive is a Range Rover, and it is a Land Rover actually. It's a 9-seater because if we have more kids, I've always loved Land Rovers. I just like them. And I like the way that the leather seats are like quilted, and I just appreciate style and fine items. Not to be like bougie or showy or something. I just like it. So there we go. That's part of what I want. Motivated by improving the lifestyle experience, helping others, and having freedom. Her fears are feeling stuck or stagnant. Untapped potential, meaning like if I were on my deathbed and I felt like I didn't do something or I left like unfinished business, that would like just suck my soul. Missed opportunities. I'm motivated by FOMO and YOLO. Like I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out on my kids' childhood. That's a really big motivator for me. Like knowing that I only have a set amount of time with my kids, like dang. What I dream, and here's another thing. You will probably also find that you're either attracting people who are where you were, or what was the other one? Or people that you want to be like. Okay, so like you're attracting little mini versions of yourself. Or like not mini versions, but you're attracting versions of yourself. So oftentimes when what you put out there, whatever is what you reflect is what you attract. It's some kind of saying. I don't remember. Okay, so what she desires to feel. My dream client desires to feel vibrant, bold, fulfilled, confident, free, and she desires to have a deep, loving, like fulfilling relationship and is connected to others. What she's struggled with, relationships, maybe feelings of self-worth or self-esteem, life obstacles or hardships and health issues. She enjoys makeup, shopping, Starbucks, fashion, style, luxury travel, organic lifestyle, blogging, creating beautiful spaces. So like maybe home decorating, seeing inspiring places, having like a creative outlet, introverted, stylish, but not necessarily into brands. So you can see like I'm super, super specific. My ideal person like loves the beach. She's got like a very beach vibey feel, but she's also kind of outdoorsy, like likes to hike, likes to travel, likes to have fun. Okay, so that's the vibe for my ideal client. Now, how does this relate to your content? When, and you'll see this more in the upcoming weeks, right? When we talk about your SEO and your hashtag stuff and taking your ideal client and figuring out all that thing, it's going to affect the type of images that you use. So obviously when you're going to be finding images that you like and that inspire you, right? And when and if you're attracting people who are where you were, then this is kind of just going to go hand in hand. But you're also going to find the images and you're going to know what is going to connect to your ideal client. Okay, so like when I'm posting stuff with this person in mind, I keep this up when I'm looking for images to put on my Instagram. Okay, because Instagram right now is one of the ways that I'm growing out of my current circle of influence. So Facebook right now, Facebook is like my warm market. It's either people I know or friends of friends. Okay, Instagram, it's like totally random people that I don't even know and is driving traffic to my blog and my business. So long story short, we'll talk about that later, but that's how it relates to your content. When you figure out who it is, what motivates them, what attracts them, you're able to figure out what kinds of images and posts and stuff to put. So there's that. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for hanging in there as I get all of these like quirks and stuff figured out. I do like training on Tuesdays. I do. I like training on Tuesdays because, as you ladies know, I take off on the weekends. What is going on? So from Friday nights until Monday morning, I am like unavailable for business. That's just how I've done my business. And then Mondays, I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things and planning my content for the week. So I really want to keep Tuesdays as training day. Okay, so Tuesdays are the day that I am going to do training from now on. So kind of just keep that in mind. And then the live Q&A session. Okay, so the live Q&A, I don't have an exact date worked out for that yet, but we'll figure that out. So we will be doing live Q&A this week. Again, hop on into the group. So just the recap, hop on into the group. Please feel free to participate in the discussion posts. I have some fun things coming for this group because that is what I'm putting my intention and my energy into. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this was helpful. I will see you in the discussion. If you have any questions, you can either, if you can't get on the live Q&A, make sure that you're writing them under the thing so that we can get them answered. Otherwise, I will see you on the live Q&A later this week. Thanks for watching. Bye, ladies.